Hello, my name is Samantha de la Cruz, and welcome to the Empower Youth Program Module 4 and 5, titled Positive Pulls and Choosing Empathy. Positive pulls. You're probably wondering what it is, but it's pretty simple. Positive pulls is basically a positive influence. Now, the definition of positive influence is to have an influence on people or situation, means to affect what they do or what happens in a positive way. Now, how do we know if someone is a positive influence and will pull you in the right direction? Well, that question will be answered on the next slide. Now, a positive influence is when they dedicate themselves to what gives their life meaning and purpose. They commit in continually bettering themselves. They engage with people in open, mutually beneficial ways. They invest time and energy not in what is, but what can be. They embrace critique. They spread what they know. They uplift others as they ascend. They view the journey as the goal. And they use their power and influence well, according to Forbes. Now, you're basically wondering, or you're probably wondering, what does this have to do with being a positive influence on you? Well, the person who's going to be a positive influence on you has to have a positive mindset for life. They want to better themselves. They want to engage with people openly. They want to spread what they know in order to continue building you or others and to make a positive impact on their life. In order for them to be a positive influence on you, they need to have that positive mindset. On this slide, we're going to show you a video about talking about empathy and why it's important. I want you to think about this before I start the video. Now, why do you feel it's important to be empathetic towards others? Go ahead and think about that while I play this video.
So what is empathy, and why is it very different than sympathy? Empathy fuels connection. Sympathy drives disconnection. Empathy, it's very interesting. Teresa Wiseman is a nursing scholar who studied professions, very diverse professions where empathy is relevant, and came up with 4 qualities of empathy. Perspective taking, the ability to take the perspective of another person or recognize their perspective as their truth. Staying out of judgment, not easy when you enjoy it as much as most of us do. Recognizing emotion in other people and then communicating that. Empathy is feeling with people. And to me, I always think of empathy as this kind of sacred space when someone's kind of in a deep hole and they shout out from the bottom and they say, I'm stuck, it's dark, I'm overwhelmed. And then we look and we say, hey, you climb down. I know what it's like down here. And you're not alone. Sympathy is, ooh, it's bad, no. You want a sandwich? Empathy is a choice, and it's a vulnerable choice, because in order to connect with you, I have to connect with something in myself that knows that feeling. Rarely, if ever, does an empathic response begin with at least. Yeah. And we do it all the time. Because you know what? Someone just shared something with us that's incredibly painful, and we're trying to silver lining it. I don't think that's a verb, but I'm using it as one. We're trying to put the silver lining around it. So, I had a miscarriage. Oh, at least you know you can get pregnant. I think my marriage is falling apart. At least you have a marriage. John's getting kicked out of school. At least Sarah is an A student. But one of the things we do sometimes in the face of very difficult conversations is we try to make things better. If I share something with you that's very difficult, I'd rather you say, I don't even know what to say right now, I'm just so glad you told me. Because the truth is, rarely can a response make something better. What makes something better is connection.
Before you go, there's some questions I want you to think about, and I want you to carry them with you. So going forward, what can you do to be more empathetic towards others? What kind of influencer would you want in your life? Will you think about your actions moving forward and how they can influence others, whether negative or positive? And finally, do you feel you can make a positive impact on the world? Congratulations, you completed Module 4 and 5 and completed Grow Strong. If you have any questions or concerns, please email sdelacruz@edinburghkids.com or call 956-383-2582. Thank you so much for being a part of our program, and remember, stay safe.